having this video with you on the topic of income tax. Actually, it is very important for us because in the whole year, there is an annual budget is presented, and in the year 2025, it is presented on first February 2025. So we will study about this in today's lecture. So let's get started. So in a major announcement, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Saturday said that under the new tax regime, there will be zero income tax up to an annual income of 12 lakhs rupees. Okay, so our finance minister, our union finance minister is who? Nirmala Sitharaman, as you can see here. Okay, she's Nirmala Sitharaman and she is a finance minister. Okay, and there will be zero income tax up to an annual income of 12 lakh rupees. So earlier what used to happen, like if you are earning more than 5 lakh rupees per annum, then you are getting or like income taxes cut it from your income. So now what will happen? Till 12 lakh rupees, you will not have to pay a single rupee. That is, zero income tax will be fine. Like, okay, so nothing will be fine. So next, the announcement was made by the finance minister during the budget speech in the Lok Sabha. So obviously, like there is this budget speech. So budget is presented in the Lok Sabha first, and Nirmala Sitharaman said that the slabs and rates are being changed across the board to benefit all taxpayers. Okay, so these things are changed. So let's understand what is income tax. Like if you are new to economics, so you will not know what is income tax. So let's have a basic idea about it. So the payments made by individuals and corporations to a government entity based on their taxable income is called as income tax. Okay, so our income is like we pay taxes at exact. Supposedly I earn 1 lakh rupees in a year. So like if you're earning more than like some amount of money, then at least the maximum the government can charge is 30%. So like this is what income tax is all about. So everyone is giving income tax except for some, like maybe people who are earning less, or maybe like the income generated from agricultural means and everything. So that income is not taxable. So let's see what's the next. So new structure to obtain. Okay, sorry. New structure to substantially reduce taxes of middle class and leave more money in their hands, boosting household consumption, savings, and investment, the finance minister announced in the parliament. So, what used to happen earlier, like in the last financial year or maybe the last two last? So, what was happening was the average middle class was, like suffering because of the taxes, because they were not having money in their hands. Okay, and the household consumption rupees was like at all time high, and savings were not there, and they didn't had money to invest on things, and every other thing in the market was very like priced, and it was very expensive for the middle class to sustain a life. So the middle class was shrinking. So keeping in mind although like um, all the negative things, the finance minister announced that in the parliament, like now we will reduce taxes for the middle class, and we will leave more money in their hands so they can sustain a life or a family in this world, or in this like age where a lot of like um there is a lot of need for money, and we don't really have money. So that's why they thought to reduce the taxes and burden on the middle class. Sitaraman also said that the government will be introducing a new income tax I/T bill in the parliament next week. Okay, so they will introduce a new income tax bill which they presented today on 1st February. With the new tweaks being introduced, a taxpayer in the new regime will, with an income of 12 lakh rupees, will get a benefit of 80,000 in tax, that is 100% of tax payable as per existing rates will be exempted. The effective income rate will be 0%. Hence, the move essentially means even if people earning between 8 to 10 lakhs end up paying a 10% tax in the new tax regime, they can claim a refund of the entire value, making their payable income tax zero. So what will happen is, like in this like finance bill, so if someone is earning like 8 to 10 lakh rupees a year, then like they will ended up paying a 10% tax on their income. So what will happen, so if they want, they can refund the entire value. They have to pay a 80,000 rupees tax. Okay, so now what will happen, they can like claim a refund of it, and now they will not pay a like single amount of money or a penny to the government. Now they will be like paying income tax of rupees zero. So there will be no income tax for them. At the moment, taxpayers can choose between two tax systems: the old tax regime, which allows exemptions on housing, rentals, and insurance, and the new tax regime, which was introduced in 2020 and offers slightly lower rates but doesn't allow major exemptions. So now people can choose what they want. Okay. Salaried taxpayers are free to choose the entire regime when they file their returns, but for those with income from business or profession, the new regime was set up as the default regime for financial year 2023-24. So what happening is, the old tax regime was different, and the new tax regime which was introduced in 2020 is different, which offers slightly lower rates, but that allow major exemptions as well. So now what happens is, people who are taxpayers like from very long time, so they can choose between it. But now the salary like the new taxpayers doesn't have a like uh, right to choose. They have already a default regime is set up for them. So now old versus new tax regime, let's see. So old regime, up to 5 lakh rupees of tax-free income was there. Now in the new regime, up to 7 lakh rupees is fine. Okay, is tax-free. So in old regime, standard deduction was 50,000. In the new regime, it is remains the same. In the old regime, life insurance premium was like taxable, but in the new regime, it is not. Health insurance premium was taxable. In the new regime, it is not. And other deductions, etc., yes and no. And these are other benefits, and like all the taxes and everything. So now in the new regime, which is introduced in Lok Sabha, in the our bill, that is budget. So what is there? So 0 to 4 lakh rupees, there will be no tax. 4 to 8 lakh rupees, there will be 5% tax, but they can reclaim it. Okay. So 8 to 12% tax, there will be 10% tax, in which they can reclaim it. Like earlier, we already saw here. So 80% tax, and they can, like reclaim or refund, everything will be provided. Then 12 to 16 lakh rupees per annum, sorry, per year I'm talking. So 15 lakh rupees will be there. 15% of this particular amount will be there, and then 16 to 20 lakh and respectively. Okay. Let's see the next. Imported like saving drugs, medicines to become cheaper. Heated fabrics, smart meter, costlier. So what will be costlier and what will be cheaper? Okay, so we will understand this. Important life-saving drugs and medicines used in the treatment of cancer, rare and other severe chronic diseases, along with imported premium cars and motorcycles, are set to become cheaper. Now these things will be cheaper. Earlier it were not. There was heavy taxes on these as well, like on drugs and like everything, healthcare and everything, education and all. With Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announcing cuts in custom duty in the Union Budget 2025 and 2026. However, certain items like interactive flat panel touchscreen displays imported as fully built units, and certain retail fabrics will become costlier due to increase in basic custom duties. So now what will happen? These things like laptops, computers, so which are already like which are imported, like which are fully finished goods are there and needed fabrics are there, like they will become costlier because obviously now in America there is the president became actually Donald Trump became president. So now like they will impose heavy duties on Indians as well. So now we have to, like pay those as well. And like different things are happening in the geopolitics. So now everything will be like, a lot more increasing value will be there and things will happen. So what will be cheaper? Imported cars priced over US dollars 40,000 or engine capacity of more than 3,000 cc. Like this is very simple thing to understand. And imported motorcycles has completely built CBU unit which engine capacity not exceeding 1,600 cc's. Motorcycles engine capacity this okay. Then motorcycles with engine capacity, okay, this is okay. This is all about motorcycles and everything. So we'll leave that part. Parts of electronic toys and everything, like which are which can be made in India but they are not made in India, and they are getting imported from somewhere else. So we will like pay some taxes over it as well. But now these are becoming a bit cheaper. So synthetic flavoring essences and mixtures used in food, drinks, and industries, like all these things like which are used in Fanta, Coca-Cola, or many, like Bonvita, like a lot of synthetic flavors are and essence and mixtures are mixed on these things. Okay. So in articles of jewelry, goldsmith and silversmith where okay, so this will be, I think, cheaper. Yes, it is going to be cheaper. Synthetic flavoring and sorry. Okay, so articles of jewelry, goldsmith and silversmiths, where Ethernet switches, carrier grades, and these will be cheaper. Okay. So now next, costlier. What will be costlier? So we have to see this. This is very important. Okay, smart meter. So we all know like smart meters are available around the world now. So in India also there is a huge uh, you know demand for this. So these are getting costlier. Solar cells, which are like very important for like preserving solar energy, and imported foodware. Okay, so obviously like if you want to buy like different shoes and everything, footwears, and that will be costlier. Imported candles and tapers and everything, imported yachts and other vessels, PVC flex films, PVC flex sheets, PVC flex banner, sorted imported knitted fabrics and interactive flat panel displays which are imported as completely built units, as we already told. Like if we are talking about some TVs, so there are Sony TVs and like these things. So Sony is not an Indian brand and Samsung is there. So if they are not built here and they are imported from other like uh, from cities or from countries, then there will be huge taxes on them, and imported duties will be fined on them, so they will become costlier. Okay, so I hope this was useful for you. And if you did enjoy our video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. And today's and our today's question will be like if you are earning 50 lakhs per annum, then what percentage of your income you will like your tax will be deducted, what percentage of your income will be deducted. So let us know in the comment, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe the video. Thank you so much, and we will be sharing a lot of geopolitical issues, topics, and everything we will be covering here. So make sure to watch all of that, and like all the current events which are happening in the world. We will make videos and updated videos for all of that, so make sure to be with us and join this beautiful journey. Thank you so much.